In this module, we will learn about the various types of files that we can import into Unreal Engine. We'll learn about recommended naming conventions and also how you may want to differentiate between different types of files that you import. Files that we import into Unreal Engine are imported non-destructively. For instance, if you import a PNG texture into an Unreal Engine project, the project creates a .uasset file in the project's content folder that contains the information from the PNG file. So, when you are working with 2D and 3D files in your project, you are not working with the original files. Once we have made changes to a 2D or 3D file, we can re-import the file in our Unreal Engine content browser to quickly and easily update our uasset files. Unreal Engine supports FBX, OBJ, USD, and Datasmith 3D file types. FBX files tend to be the most common, so that's what I'll use for the majority of this course. The Datasmith file type is a unique file type that can be exported from most 3D modeling packages, and it can contain geometry, textures and materials, lights, animations, and metadata for every single asset. This can save us a lot of time if we're importing a complicated 3D assembly or a large architecture file. We will learn more about how to export and import Datasmith files later on in this course. Files that we import and save in Unreal Engine do have some file name restrictions. Every file's name, including the file path, must be less than 260 characters. Be mindful of this limitation if you're working in a project file buried several levels deep on a hard drive. Personally, I like to keep my project files as close to the root as possible to avoid any issues with file paths. File names cannot contain spaces or symbols. To keep files nice and organized, consider using folders and naming files with a common prefix and suffix. It's really easy to import a bunch of files into your Unreal Engine project, then forget to organize your project file. Also, keep in mind that if you migrate assets from one project to another, those files will retain their folder hierarchy and create folders wherever needed. File organization is important for every Unreal Engine project, and it's something we should keep in mind right from the start. Here are some wood textures that we can use. I could use these in Unreal Engine as the base color, roughness, and normal textures for a material. So when I import them, by dragging and dropping them into the content browser, I should name them in such a way that is easy to understand. I'll select the first image that will be my base color, right-click, and choose Rename, and call it T for texture, underscore wood, underscore D for diffuse. I'll do the same for the roughness texture with underscore R, then the same for the normal texture, this time underscore N. In this module, we'll learn about some of the various 2D and 3D file types that we can import into Unreal Engine, the benefits of each, and some common ways we may want to name our files. Next, we'll learn about how we want our 3D geometry to be modeled before we import those files into our project.